you studied investment banking, completely far away. Most possibly you're speaking about bonds, equities, and all types of derivatives. How did you move into the wine business?
I actually studied become accounting. I worked in ICB, Investment Corporate Bank.
Yes.
So I'm a qualified accountant.
Okay.
I'm running my own accounting firm. It's called Rishaka Wealth Solutions. So I moved to wine because I love wine. I feel like it has class of its own.
Come on.
You don't drink to get drunk. You drink for enjoyment. When you are sitting with your mates over a good conversation. So that's how I end up venturing into that, because I realized being an accountant is also class as well, but I wanted something to also complement my profession. So I also studied winemaking at Stellenbosch University proper. Yes.
Fantastic. I mean, this is absolutely, to hear somebody that has studied winemaking and combine their investment experience, your ICB experience. Most possibly you got this opportunity through your ICB contacts. We won't speak about it, but here you are now. Years later, you're an investor as well in the wine business. Yes. How did this come about? I mean, how did you drift into that opportunity?
Randela Wine was birthed during lockdown. Although alcohol was banned during that time, but my accounting business depended mostly on invoices. So most businesses were not doing well during lockdown. Then I thought to myself, what other business can I have that does not require invoice? The one that's going to require cash up front. So meaning that I'm not going to be begging money from people for work that I have done. So then I realized, it's the right time to start my wine business. I got rejected, Lloyd, many times by the farm owners, by certain winemakers, because they did not know who I was. What I did, I Googled a different wine farm in the Western Cape.
Right.
I did cold calling. Hi, my name is Phumla. I'm interested in doing 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Like how many quantities? I did not even know that time. They're like, sorry, we cannot help you. Sorry. And then some they were telling me that no, we need to produce 10,000 quantities. 10,000 is a lot.
Yeah.
And remember, with wine, it's not, most companies, they don't fund alcohol business.
So you had to take a risk in definitely this new brand you were thinking about.
And that time, mind you, I did not really have enough liquid cash.
Yeah.
I had to make a plan. So eventually, the wine farm that I'm working with now, they agreed to work with me. But it took them a year to agree. To say, okay, let's sign. They agreed, but they never answered my call and my WhatsApp and all that. I kept on bothering them every day. Hi. At first, I'd be like, we're out of the country. Hi, are you back? Yes. Meeting. Yes. It was stories every day. And then they realized that, you know what? I'm just a go-getter.
Yeah.
They gave me an opportunity.
Yeah.
So I want to touch base on what encouraged and motivated you, because yes, you are a go-getter, right? What was it about the business of wine, apart from the aesthetic, that held you, captive to say, I'm going to achieve this?
I thought about a lot of businesses.
Yes.
I had a lot of ideas, but wine kept every night when I close my eyes, I see wine. I open my eyes, I see wine. Then I thought of studying a whole lot of businesses. Then I was like, no, wine is the one. And then that's when I realized this is what I should do.
Sure. Okay, now let's talk about you finally meeting or breaking even in terms of slating that deal, linking with winemakers. Talk to me about the process. I heard you say that you had 20 bottles that you needed to select from. It was tough. Talk to me about how you needed to align yourself with the aesthetic you wanted your wine to represent.
So I flew down to the Western Cape. It was on Monday. We were supposed to have a meeting on Tuesday. They postponed to Wednesday. Wednesday they postponed to Thursday. I was like, oh no. Then eventually they agreed.
Yeah.
So our meeting was so big because they even invited the label team. Because with wine, especially because it's my brand, there's just a whole lot of things, a lot of company involved. So there's a farm that they have the juice. Wine.
Yes.
There's also a company that deals with the bottle. There's also a company that deals with the cork and the label as well. So it was a big team. Then I realized that, oh, now I'm in. So during the meeting now, because I was not even sure the kind of range I was going to have. So we're also doing wine tasting. I had to make a whole lot of decisions. Now they brought a book full of different labels. I was also testing as well, and then I got confused, and then I was like, okay, I want this, I want this, I want this, and then even with the label, but with label we had to also redo. So I had to choose 20 from. I had to choose my label from 20 design labels, which was because when we had two range, which is Red Blend, named after myself. It's called Phumla.
Oh.
It's very famous.
Okay.
And then we had the premium Shiraz. So when we launched last year on the 4th of December. So Shiraz was 2020, year 2020 vintage, and then the Red Blend was also 2020. Now we have upgraded. We have Shiraz is 2014, proper much wet.
Excellent. Very good to hear that. And by the way, this is the Shiraz blend that we're speaking about. Of course, you can't see the bottle from where you are, but we've got the bottle right here, which is absolutely amazing. So from where you are, if you most possibly want to grab yourself a bottle of this beautiful, beautiful Shiraz, which I like very much, rush to the nearest bottle store. We'll continue this discussion when we get back.